Hi, everyone. Today, we are going to focus on commitment. We can't commit to our activities right now, and there's a lot of things that we don't know about. So I think we can make a commitment with our breathing. That's probably a good choice. So get into something comfortable, find a great, comfortable place in your house, and we'll get started. We're going to start today in standing. All right, we're going to do some committing exercises. Hopefully this will help open you up a little bit in the rib cage. It'll stretch you a little bit, and it'll give you something to work on during the week so that you feel like at least there's something you can make a commitment to and actually follow through with. So let's just get in contact with our breath. Let's try to sync up our movements with our breath by just starting with an opening pose. Here we go. We're going to breathe in, arms up. And we're just going to open up the chest, open up the rib cage, and then exhale and round the shoulders down. Stretch out the back body. And we're going to do that a couple times. And just find what feels good here, and try to just stretch something new. Keep everything active all the way down to the toes. And take the tempo that you need. Bend the knees a little bit. Last one. All right, take one hand. I'm taking my right hand. I'm going to bring it up, and I'm going to take my left hand, grab that right wrist. We're going to breathe in as we stretch up. And then exhale as we slightly pull it over. And breathe in as we go up. And slightly over. Try to keep that right foot grounded because it wants to slip up probably. You want to keep your weight very grounded. Breathe in. Last stretch. Let go of that wrist. Come up, open up again. And let it go. And shake it out. And we'll take that left arm, stretch it up there. Take the right hand, grab that left wrist. Now we're going to breathe in and go straight up. And gently over. And breathe in, all the way up, straight up. And gently over. And a couple more. Keep that left foot grounded so it doesn't tip you over. And then last one. Let go of that wrist, arms up, stretch open. And let it all go. Commit to that breathing. Feet a little wider, and we'll stretch out straight. We'll pull a little to the right. Exhale, come, and then inhale, come back. And pull a little bit to the left, just gently. And then come back. And we'll do one more on each side. Sorry, we inhale as we come to center. And exhale as we stretch. And now feet more together. We breathe in. We bend the knees and gently go to the left. And breathe in. And gently come to the right. One more on each side. We breathe in. And just commit to showing up every day. And open up the posture. Get the blood flowing in your body. Breathe in, both arms. Get the oxygen levels challenged a little bit. And upgrade or just work on your breathing a little bit. There's a lot you can do. So let's do a couple more things standing. We're going to do a little bit of rhythmic breathing. And I want you to just do the out, in, out, in, out, in. And you can take whatever tempo you want. Put your hands right here on your hips. Feet a little further than hip width apart. Shoulders up, back, and down. Do that one more time. Shoulders up. Breathe in, back, and down. We want to bring that front body kind of nice and up and ground the back body down. Bend those knees gently so that you're here kind of in a hero pose. And we're just going to do out, in, out, in, out, in. So you take a breath in first. And here we go. Now, as you're doing this, and you can take a break if you're getting a little dizzy, or you can do it sitting down, you can put your hands a little bit higher so that you feel what's going on there when you're doing that. And what I'm hoping that you're noticing is that when you breathe in, you're going to feel your ribs get a little wider. And as you do the exercise, I want you to try to keep those ribs nice and widened and try not to let them cave in when you inhale. It takes a little bit more effort, muscularly and athletically. So here we go. We're going to breathe in. You feel those ribs kind of get a little wider, and we're going to stay there and go. And rest. And that's a workout. And if you still feel your ribs kind of doing this, I would say revisit this video a couple of times, maybe once a week or once a month, to see if you're getting any better with that. Because it's just really good for the diaphragm to get that exercise, that up and down exercise. And it's a really good acting as a pump to the body for that blood flow. So we're going to do a couple more. Take a breath in. And we go. And rest. You might find that in this heat, your mouth gets a little dry. Put this on pause, take a couple sips of water, whatever you need to do. So the next thing is, yes, you guessed it, we're going to reverse that pattern, and we're going to do in, out, in, out, in, out. All right, so this time you can't really do a breath in to prepare because the first breath in the pattern is an inhale. So we're just going to go. We're going to blow out. And here we go. And rest. That one's a little more difficult because you're starting with that inhale. And as you exhale, you want to make sure your ribs have that integrity of staying nice and wide. So let's try that again, because that one's a little more challenging. So here we go. We're going to blow out. And here we go. And we rest. Good work. Wonderful. See, this is easy to make a commitment to because You don't have to worry about something getting canceled or afraid to go out and about with the social distancing. You can just work on these breathing exercises right in the safety and the comfort in your own home. All right, so one more thing standing up. Let's just get the blood flow again, just getting those arms moving. And we breathe in. And we stretch. And we take a wave, and here we go. Breathe in. And try to keep stretching all the way from the ground. Feel as you do this last stretch that the energy from your feet goes straight down into the earth. And as you come up, you're not just stretching your arms, you're stretching the whole torso. You're trying to get the legs involved too, and just feel like you just feel a whole body commitment here. All right, here we go. Breathing in. And then exhale and put those hands on the hips one more time. Maybe you feel empowered by this commitment. All right, so now we're just going to take a couple breaths and just go back and forth a little bit and try to keep the integrity of the rib cage and try to keep the integrity of the line of the chest. You don't want to be moving around with your shoulders, but just keep everything nice and open and broad here. You can put your hands here too if that helps you. And start to sync up the breath however you see fit. And I hope you're hearing me breathe. I'm giving you lots of examples. And just come back to center now. And I hope that starts to help you get some blood flow. Just do a little bit of march in the feet so that you feel like you haven't forgotten about the hips down, because we do a lot of things from the waist up. So just make sure that everything's active. The entire body is active. And as you're doing the march, see if you can keep everything aligned. Everything nice and up and stretched, shoulders back, and you might even want to do some shoulder rolls as you're moving your legs. So you can take the whole entire video from the beginning with your legs moving. If you need a little bit more. Whatever works for you. All right, so I hope that helps, and we're going to do our last segment today, sitting down. Get some water. We're going to start with a train breath. And for those of you that don't know what that is, we're going to inhale, and then you start breathing slowly. And as you do the slow, try not to let the whole rib cage fall. So we're going to breathe in again. Just like when we were in hero pose standing, you want to make sure that when you exhale, that you maintain the width and the I don't know what else to call it, the width here, the expansion here, the posture. Everything, you want it to maintain its shape. So we're going to breathe in, and we're going to start breathing slow. And get a little faster, like a locomotive train. Faster, faster. And then slow it down. gradually. Keep that chest up. Keep your whole rib cage active. Shoulders down. Even maybe smile. And commit to working on this. It's not easy. If this was easy, I wouldn't be doing this. I mean, it didn't come easy to me. Some people it does come easier than others, but for most people, there's part of that exercise that doesn't sink. Like, usually people can get a little faster, but the speed, that speed doesn't usually come for most people right off the bat. That's something you have to work up towards. And usually once the fast panting happens, as you come back, a lot of people go from really fast to just really slow, and there's no gradual. And that's what I want you to work on, is that gradual upping to fast and then slowing it down. So let's try it again. And you can keep your hands here just to see what's going on. You can put your hands here, whatever is comfortable. You could make cactus arms again. You could keep your arms up this way. Anytime you have your arms elevated, that will help the rib cage stay up. If you physically can't feel like that's going to stay up for you, you could even stretch your arms straight up and try to keep that stretch through the whole thing. Anything to help that rib cage get from collapsing in, that's what you don't want, is that collapse. All right, so here we go. Breathing in again. And we start slow. Faster. And slow it down gradually. Don't grip your toes. Keep your feet relaxed. Keep your arms relaxed. Keep your shoulders relaxed. It's amazing what body parts start to come in and try to help. Everything else should be nice and calm. You're just working that diaphragm muscle. And I don't know if you know what the intercostal muscles are, but those are the muscles between the ribs, and that goes all the way around. So those intercostal muscles, they are staying active through this whole thing because they're staying in that stretched mode, that inhale mode, while you're exhaling. And so forth. All right, now let's shake that out a little bit and do a couple of little grinders, because that's hard work, especially if you're not used to it. You're going to feel it maybe in the back. Some people feel a little bit more here. Wherever there's weakness, you're going to feel that. And that's good. I mean, when you do something athletic, you expect that I don't know, a body ache or a muscle ache when those muscles haven't been worked. So this is no different. There was a guy that took some voice lessons, and this guy was a martial arts guy, and he could work out on the mat for like an hour and a half, not a bead of sweat. Came in for a lesson, and he started working on the diaphragm, and there was an exercise given to him that really worked that muscle, kind of what you're doing here with the train breath. And within 2 minutes, the guy had started having sweat come down his brow, and he got so excited because he found another muscle that he had not developed yet. So think like an athlete. These are just drills for bettering your posture and your breath and your energy level. And this is something easy that, it's not that it's easy work, but it's easy to make the commitment and find a few minutes in your day to do even 1 or 2 exercises. You'd be amazed at how that just helps you. I don't know. I can't explain what it will help you with. Some people it's energy. Some people it's posture. Some people it's the clarity of the thinking. It just gets you out of a certain funk or a box that you might be in for that day, and you just need something different. So I invite you to commit to this, even if it's a couple times a week. Of course, in a perfect world, I'd love for you to commit to it every day, because I just know it would be so good for you. So just to finish up, we're going to breathe in for 4 counts. Hold. And exhale, keeping that rib cage up. And when you're done, exhaling, empty, 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 breathing in again. Hold. Exhale, empty. Keep that rib cage up. Empty, empty, everything you got. Empty, 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 empty. Commit to it, commit, commit. And we breathe in. Hold. You can do it. And empty. Keep that rib cage up. You got this, you got this. You can get one more in you, I know it. Empty, 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 and breathe in. Hold. And we just let it go and everything go. I'm so glad that you at least committed yourself to doing this one video. I encourage you to look online at hopeumc.com, check out some other breathing clinics, and just pick something each day and work on your breathing. I think you will find it be helpful. I just hope that it does. It's been a pleasure working with you today, and I hope that you're safe and you're healthy and that you make this little commitment for yourself. All right, go and have better breathing, and I'll see you next time.